The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. Anyone can do it. There ain't nothing to it. Nobody knows how we got to the top of the hill. But since we're on our way down, might as well enjoy the ride. Ooh. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let that stand in your way. Everyone knows that love is the only road. Since we're on our way down for a while, might as well show some style. Give us a smile, isn't it a lovely ride? Sliding down and gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's a lovely ride. Well, the thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. How does it feel for you? Einstein said we could never understand it all. Planets spinning through space, a smile upon your face. Welcome to the human race, some kind of lovely ride. See me sliding down and gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's a lovely ride. Isn't it a lovely ride? See me sliding down and gliding down. Try not to try too hard, it's a lovely ride. The secret of life is enjoying the passage of time.
Good morning. Welcome. We'll be opening our service today with an old favorite. So if everyone will please rise. Feel free to, just where you are, hold hands if you feel, or hold your hands, just above each other if you don't feel comfortable touching at this point. And join us. Here we go.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
And then if you'll take your handout out, we have another longtime favorite of this congregation, Weave. Oh, please remain standing. We have one more song.
This was the first song I ever played at Unity Church. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect day.
Weave us together. Weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together. Weave us together, together in love. We are many textures, we are many colors, each one different from the other. But we are entwined with one another in one great tapestry. Weave us together. Weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together. Weave us together in unity and love. Weave us together. Weave us together, together in love.
Expressing in all our giftedness and creativity. We acknowledge this in our companion Mother Earth and in all sentient beings. This universal presence in everything we call the Christ. We light this candle as a visible reminder of the Christ presence expressing in, as, and through us in this present moment now. It is the truth. Let us own it. And good morning. Are you guys ready for a great, different kind of day? It's going to be so much fun today. And with us, we have glowing embers. You have so many different names. I looked at it earlier and then I forgot. Glowing embers, so it's the female part of Quiet Fire, and we so appreciate you being here. And I'd like to welcome everybody here. If you happen to be here for the first time, if you could just raise your hand real quick so we can say hello. We're not going to call on you. When was the last time you went to church? I'm kidding. I'm so happy you're with us, and you did get a welcome packet, so thank you. And did you get one too? I know that you, great. And over here in the back, did you get a welcome packet? Super. Well, thank you so much, and we appreciate your being here. And we hope that you find a spiritual home here. It's very, very exciting today, because today is we're celebrating 60 years of unity in Bellingham. So, hence the balloons. We're gonna have hamburgers and hot dogs and veggie burgers and I don't know what else after service on the far side, on the west side of the parking lot. So please join us for that. I would like you to take just this moment now to turn to your neighbor. You can stay in your seats if you will, and just wish them a happy good morning. Namaste. So glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you. And as you know, we have plenty of time for more greeting following this service. So right now, I'm going to ask you to settle down. I know it's a hard group it's like herding cats, right? We have a lot to do today, so that's why we're hurrying right along. If you will turn in your program, if you don't know the words, we're going to prepare now to say our 5 principles of unity. So take a deep breath as you get centered. And together, God is good and present in all things. The holiness of God is my own true nature. I am creating my experiences by how I think. My thinking is guided by my daily affirmative prayers and affirmative actions. I follow and am sustained by these values in every way, every day, and so it is.
Settle into this time of prayer and meditation. It's going to be a little different today. And we're going to lower the screen. And for our meditation, what I want to ask is that sink into that place in your heart, that very place where we recognize the very energy of the divine that vibrates and resonates and harmonizes with our very soul. We can find that place quickly. We know that place. We practice the presence of that place. It's not a place, a physical place. It's a place of vibration, a place of energy. And we feel that resonant energy as we connect to the presence of the divine, this goodness that sinks into our hearts, and we feel that resonance, and we feel that energy of the divine that uplifts our hearts, and we know we're connected because we feel that we're at home in our true nature. And this is that place in our hearts, the heart behind our hearts, the very temple of our hearts. We go for prayer. And this is the place we bring our concerns, and we bring our joys, and we bring our gratitudes. And today, we hold all those things and all our prayers and all our concerns, lay them at the altar of our heart, and know that we can express them, and they are being heard, and they are being responded to in the good and the unfolding divine order that is our good, and it is assured. And as well today, I wanted to ask us all to hold all the people of 60 years as we open in consciousness and reach back through 60 years of our history, and we claim the good, and we bring the good, and we hold that good from our past, and we hold it here, and we hold it in our present in gratitude. So for our prayer meditation, we have some slides, about 2 songs worth. Please enjoy.
once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down the road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. My decision right here and now.
Close my eyes, I open my heart. I'll take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in. I feel the beat that's calling us to rise, rise, Spirit rise up, rise in me. I let in my soul, I clear my mind. I'm here and now, in present time. I feel the power of 1,000 suns lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one. Oh, rise, rise, Spirit rise up,
for all the good that's been shared with us, and all these memories and all these people who have blessed us through the years. We hold them in gratitude, and we feel their blessings and the love that inspired us to be here today. Thank you, everyone. And maybe you guys saw yourself in there. I've been here 9 months. I wasn't in there, but that's okay. But every single one of those people I hold in my hearts with so much gratitude, because now we get to be here. We get to show up. We get to be part of this energy, and it was thanks to them. So we send them a blessing wherever they are, and if you're here today, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you, and amen.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars, climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. May you always know the truth and let others surround you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong. May you stay forever young.
Sing along if you know the words.
Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. One more time for the chorus. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young.
Is it glowing embers? Is that? Yeah.
The fire is home sleeping in.
Yeah. Quiet fires later. This is the glowing embers warming us up. When Diane and I got here, I came in October and Diane in November, we had this phrase we talked about all the time. We called it the Bellingham effect. And we would walk around and it's like, oh my, people are so kind to us. And it was just such an amazing experience to come to this city and this part of the world, and especially to come here and to be with y'all. I mean, it was like we were just showered with so much kindness and so much, gratitude when we showed up. And like, it's just, sometimes we wake up and go, pinch me, we're here, we're in Bellingham, and we're with this community, we're involved in unity here in Bellingham. And then these pictures came up, and really, I was going, thank you guys. We're here. I noticed everyone clapped when the mortgage was paid off. It's like, yeah, man, we're here. How many people, people in my position, they come out of ministry school and go somewhere, and it's like, hi, here's our mortgage. It's like, we didn't have that here. I was like, yeah, this is great, And that's a testament to people being in consciousness and being inspired and being on fire and saying, this has an important purpose in this city, an important purpose in this place. And not only in this place, an important purpose to everybody who joins us online or in person. And not only that, it has a purpose, and it has a tentacles, unity of Bellingham and unity of worldwide. It has tentacles that go out in ways that we do not even know. We don't know. It's planting seeds, and they are going out, and it's going to touch people, just like a lot of these people who probably many of them aren't with us now are touching us today. What we do today and how we stay in purpose, and as we practice our principles, and as we go out in service to others, it is reaching out and touching people in ways. And people may come to Unity this afternoon to our party, and it might be 15 years later where they go, what was that place I went that I really liked and people cared for me, and it was fun, and they may find themselves in Unity 20 years from now. We don't know. Or they'll find themselves at another spiritual tradition, at another house of worship, another church, and that's fine too. We could be the seed that plants people going forward in ways, we just do what's ours to do, and we let the divine energy, the divine order, the divine unfolding, the divine consciousness seeping in and allowing things to unfold in ways that we don't know. We don't know. All those people did stuff, and I'm here today. They didn't know. No one in that slideshow knew who Frank Castro-Wehr was, and I'm here. This is great. It just unfolds in ways you don't know. Yeah. So we stay on purpose, and we stay in love, and we open ourselves to this continually unfolding. We awaken to the unfoldment of our consciousness. We awaken. You can do open your eyes. We awaken to this unfoldment of divine consciousness. Say that with me. We all awaken to the unfoldment of divine consciousness in our lives, and we stand in that truth and in that resonance. But we saw those slides. But what I'm really interested in, and what we set up, asked some people to do, is talk about one of two things, or both. And the first question is, and you can see this kind of idea in our beautiful tree back here. I don't know if you noticed our gratitudes and visions tree. And for people online, maybe we'll take a picture and put it on the website. You can see we have a tree growing on our wall. And people put in their red and orange, their sort of gratitudes for their time here and things that have touched them and things that have inspired them in their unity experience. And the green leaves are things we're hoping for, because we've called this our 60th celebration, not our 60th anniversary. 60 years of what's happened and blessed us, and then we can project forward 60 years of blessings that we are leaving for this community, of which we don't know. They're green leaves. They still will grow, and they'll be colorful, and they'll fill the tree, and we don't know how, and it's not ours to know. All we need to know is what ours to do today and right now, be in the presence of the divine in everyone we meet, showing up in kindness, showing us in compassion, showing up on purpose, showing up in service, doing our own spiritual practices so that we're ready and we're available and we're open, and we can be who God is calling us forth to be in the world. And it is so important that we show up who we need to be in the world. Not who we think we are in worldly consciousness, but who God's called us to be in our spiritual truth. And so we have some people going to come up, and we're going to start with Lisa, if I can invite you forward. We thought, who is our very newest member that went to the membership class and just came here? And we asked a simple question: gratitudes for the past, or visions for the future, or any way you want to unfold it is fine. Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Is this thing working? So, as Frank said, I'm Lisa. About a year, is it working, Liz? Okay, how about now? Now? So about a year ago, I moved here from Florida to beautiful Bellingham. I'm so grateful to be here. And I have to use my cheat sheet. I've never been part of a church or a spiritual community until now. I don't know, when I got to Bellingham, I just felt like something was calling me to find a place to call home. And from the minute I walked through these doors, I felt welcome, loving arms and hearts, and I really feel like I'm home. So when Frank asked me to talk, I said, okay, I'll do it. As far as what I'm going to go future. So when I think of unity in the future, I can see movie nights, I can see yoga classes, I can see kirtan and drumming circles, and I can see us having get-togethers to talk about things that matter, climate change, restoration of our planet. Sorry. And, maintaining our health. I think those are all important. I can hear kids upstairs enjoying our youth program again. It was so great to see that on the screen. I can see kids gathered around to do, like on a Saturday afternoon, do something like a spiritual story time where we'd get a book and just read to them, kids of all ages. We're all kids at heart, so it doesn't matter what age. I can feel the energy of a community garden where families can come and they can, we can teach our children how to grow from seed to table, just healthy organic vegetables, nourishing our mind, body, and spirit. I mean, I can see us singing, drumming, and just giving this garden and our healthy food just all the love and attention that it deserves. So thanks for letting me talk up here. And I'm so grateful for everything that is just yet to come. And of course, this or something better.
This or something better. Yeah, healthy food. There's been people talking about a garden and the yoga. We could bring that back. Anyone know a kirtan band? Do you know what kirtan is? Yeah, that's a good idea. Write these down. We need to do this stuff. Chanting. It's call and response chanting. A band, they'll sing one thing and you respond. It's very big in the East, and I think we bring it here. Yeah, so if anyone knows a kirtan band, we're looking for one. I've been asking around, so great. Oh, thank you, Lisa, so much. And thank you for coming up. That's not always easy, I know. And where's, I think one of our longest members, Jay Scott.
Reverend Frank asked me to come up and speak and talk about what I'm grateful for in the church and what I hope for the future. Back in 1978 or 79, when the church was still over on F Street and this building did not exist, I walked through the doors, I sat down, I heard people talk about God as a loving God, which is not something I heard a lot in the other places I went. And then a miracle to me happened. Everybody stood up at the end of the service. They were around the edge of the church, holding hands, singing the peace song. Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. And what I didn't know at the time was hearing those words, singing those words, and recognizing that was me that they were talking about. I found my spiritual home. And I didn't know it at the time, but I know it now, X number of years later. And I feel blessed to have been here and being able to help out and do anything to help this spiritual home grow and feel good in my heart. And what I would hope for the future is that the stuff we do here allows that to happen to other people. Other people come through our doors, and we sing I Choose Love, or we sing the peace song, and they feel that. And so it's on me, it's on all of us to allow that feeling to continue so people who come through the door feel it. Thank you. I feel blessed, and you are a blessing.
And some of you don't always see J. Scott because he's back here running the AV. So those of you who've been watching online, that's the person, one of the people, key people you can thank for making sure Union Bellingham is showing up live and recorded through the week. So thank you, J. Scott. So we had someone who's the newest member and someone who I think may be the longest member. So now middle ground. And we have Deborah and Greg. Although, Greg, you're officially a newer member, but Deborah's been here a while. So we wanted to get their perspective as well.
Hi. Okay, I looked this up this morning. I became a member here in 2014. And I would have to say my first impressions here were of people who just simply loved and loved and loved. And that was such a great feeling inside of me. And to walk in and see this view was like heaven. I could be in nature and stay dry. So, and I would have to say that the thing that made me stay was the words that I heard that said that whoever I was and wherever I was on my spiritual path, I was always welcome here. And that those words still mean so much to me and give me such great joy inside of my heart. So, thank you.
Well, I became a member this year, so it's as a younger person, if anybody asked me what my religious beliefs or affiliations were, I would tell them that I believed in the teachings of Jesus, but I could not subscribe to the Christian church. Didn't want anything to do with it. They kept telling me things that I just had a hard time understanding and believing. Deborah came here for quite a while, and she kept telling me about unity. I got curious, so finally I had to come and witness it for myself. What I found was a community that's grounded in love and believes in the sanctity of all life. And that is so unique and so special. Got to be part of it.
And both of them indeed are part of it, kind of behind the scenes people who have gotten so much done. And when you go out and see a lot of the work that's been done out here after service, you know, there's a lot of volunteers, but Greg's one of the, and Deborah too, for setting things up inside, and Greg outside. And he'll be doing the food area, so special gratitude for him. And yeah. And we have one more I wanted to, Marcia, well, you all know Marcia is one of our key music ministry people, so.
Good morning. So, in 1985, my husband and I had just moved into our nearly completed house, and one sunny summer morning, I decided that, well, maybe I think I'm going to go to Unity this morning. Some friends had been talking about it. So I took my 2-year-old, and she and I came to the service. And walking in the doors, of course, here's the view that is like the matching view from our dining room. So it was like, oh, this is kind of like just being at home. So it was a very enjoyable service. But the most striking thing for me that day was the view. Because like, oh, okay. Then, so my daughter and I went home. She was 2, and when we got home, I said, well, tell your daddy what we did in church today. And she said, stand up. Pause, right? What else? Sit down. And some of you know my oldest, Ariel, so maybe this, you can see her, you can visualize her doing that. And I said, what else? Sing songs. And she's having to stop and think about this all, right? And I said, okay, is that all? She said, and Mommy said, shh. Anyway, about 6 months later, my husband came with us. We had decided it was time to actually find a church home and start attending church regularly again. And so he came. We had planned on starting, come here and then go to 2 or 3 other churches and then compare them and decide. We never left. We were here from that day on, and I think there are so many things that I am grateful for to this congregation. It was a great place for my kids to grow up, great kids programs, which can be again, and just the inspiration every week, and lessons learned. Sometimes we go through hard times in our lives, and sometimes it's hard to be in church. Sometimes it's hard to be at home. Sometimes, you don't know where those lessons are leading. But always, this was my spiritual home and family. So thank you. Thank you all.
We've had a chance for everyone who wants to share gratitudes or visions and memories for the future. We have in the back the red and yellow for the gratitudes and the green leaves for the future. Feel free to write out your vision and your thoughts and your memories and your aspirations and put them in the basket, and then we will later attach them to our gratitudes and visions tree. So I want to try something really quick. Would everyone mind standing up just for a second? And look around, and if you're at home, you can stand up if you want. And then why not? Go ahead. And then look around and see who's here. And there's also some people I think right now are still out in the parking lot setting up, so we'll remember them as well. And if you've been here, J. Scott, you got to be sure you stand out here in the room too. We want to see J. Scott out here. And if you've been here a year or less, go ahead and sit down. Okay, year or less, go ahead and sit down. A year or less, sit down. Okay. If you've been here like a member or involved for 5 years or less, go ahead and sit down. Okay, where's the end? Okay, now 10 years or less. If you've been here 10 years or less, go ahead and sit down. Wow, look who's the last guys to look at you guys. Okay, if you've been here 15 years or less, go ahead and sit down. All right, this is good. How about 20 years or less? Go ahead and sit down. 14 people still. 25 years or less? Go ahead and sit down. Oh, wow, look at this. 30 years or less. If you've been here 30 years or less, sit down. Wow, look at this. 35 years or less. Oh, Jana, finally we got you. Yeah, sit down. Wow, 40 years or less. Go ahead and sit down. Mary Jo and J. Scott. Oh, Mary Jo said, J. Scott's the last one standing. And Mary Jo, right to the end, and Jana. Yes, go ahead. Oh, well, stand up. Yeah. Yes, that's great. Yeah, you could do that too. Yeah, we haven't even known Unity for that long. Okay, so I'm looking at the time, and I prepared a 10-minute, a 5-minute, and a 3-minute sermon. You're going to... Because I didn't know how long this was going to go. But I get to say something, so I'll do the 3-minute one. And what I want to talk to you about, just to sort of wrap it up, is this power of order, divine order. And the order has, and you know, for those of you, especially been around Unity for 40 years, you know about the 12 powers, but maybe for people newer, we talk about these, and our co-founders, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, they talked about these senses of these powers, these attributes that is inherent to each human being. And in a lot of ways, you know, we see the resonance with the 12 tribes of Israel and in Scripture with the 12 apostles, and each one represents a certain kind of attribute or power that we have. And today, because of the situation, we're talking about the power of order. A lot of times, if you think about it, it's located, they say, in the power right at your navel, sort of like the center. You know, and I want to talk about two quick things about the power of order. One is the idea that order has to do with a sense of balance. It has to do with a sense of harmony. And so we know this power, it's inherent to each of us. Like when we're really busy sometimes and we've just got so much on our to-do list and it's really great and we're happy and we look at our calendar, it's full and I've got all these meetings and all these things to do. And then you reach Thursday night and you go, oh, I'm exhausted. Too much on this side, and you know we need to go back to balance. Now, I just want a night off and read a book and be quiet. And we find that balance. This is natural, this natural ebb and flow of harmony, of balance, of order. And this is one part of that, and it's inherent to us, and we know it on the plane of our material existence, but even then, we can connect when we harmonize with the divine, when we're you know, being awakened to the unfoldment of our divine consciousness, and we stand attuned and in harmony to that energy, and then we find this balance that's in harmony, not only with our own designs, but also with the divine designs that are unfolding in our life. And we find this is the energy of my spiritual life that also stays in harmony. You know, it's really interesting when you look at our mission statement. It talks about spiritual practices, which often tend to be towards the silence, towards meditation, towards contemplation, towards journaling, towards the quiet side. And the other part of our mission is being in compassionate service, which means going out and being available and being open and being engaged and being in the outer world. And these things stay in balance. You know, we want to connect and we want to be of service. There was a story once I read, this was about Mother Teresa, that there was a volunteer and she was helping out the sisters, and they were all busy, and there was all sorts of sick people and dying people, and they're all helping, and a bell rang, and all the nuns got up and they walked out of the room. And they said, what? You just can't leave us here. These people are dying. These people are sick. You got to be on. We got to be with them all the time. And they're like, if we don't go and work into our life a constant cadence of prayer and contemplation and just being balanced in our spiritual soul, we cannot do this work so effectively. It's this constant spiritual balance. This is divine order, staying in this divine order. And when I think about, in terms of we sit here in 60 years at this nexus, both of embracing the goodness of all this that has gone before us, and loving that and letting that be part of our story, and also this other side of the balance is staying open to the visions of including what's gone before us, and or it being exploring to something that's never happened before, the new, the novel, the emergent that is coming, not only for us in Bellingham and Unity, but it's coming in the planet Earth. You know, you mentioned, you know, organic food, and what about the earth? We have got issues right now, We've got the way the earth is unfolding and presenting itself through this play of consciousness to us that requires us to respond in new and emergent in different ways. And this is the order. Claim the past, stand in our traditions, beautiful, and Be open to leaping into this future, emergent possibilities of which we don't even know, and we're just exploring it. It takes just one big thing. It's called courage. It's called try it. It's called experiment. It's called go find out and step over the line and take a chance and throw a party and see if anyone's going to come and put out a bounce house. We have no idea. So what? Let's try it, right? Let's have an anniversary party for the whole community. We did this once before, and it's like, oh, no one's going to come. It's like, oh, my God, here they come. So let's see. We don't know. It could be hundreds of people come. It could be it's us, but we're all, okay, if no kids come, we're going to be in the bounce house. I'll be the first one in there. This is the harmony. This is divine order, and it's constantly seeking this balance of staying with what's comfortable and stepping into the novel that takes courage. It's practicing our spiritual practice. It's going to the silence, and then coming out in bold areas of friendship and connection. Right? It's both. And we want to find this divine harmony, and we can find it. And our spiritual practices help us determine, and we sort of feel it in our hearts. And we just need to stay open to what's awakening. We need to stay open what's in the divine consciousness. We stay awakened to the unfoldment of this divine consciousness that is unfolding in our lives at all time. And then we reach back gently into our past, and we bring forward all that is good into our present. And then we reach forward into the future, and we look at what's novel, what's emerging, what's showing up, what's the beautiful things that are yet to happen. And this is what we celebrate today, this anniversary of 60 years past and future. And one other thing about this whole idea of divine order that also has to do with, and I love this about unity, order, you could also call it the power of evolution. Evolution. And the way the Fillmores talked about it, our founders, is they said that this whole sense is you first have involution, and then you have evolution. And the Trinity and unity is mind, it's divine mind, divine ideas that express divinely. So the mind of God, divine mind, has these divine ideas that express. And so all these beautiful, billions of galaxies and planets and dinosaurs and all the things that were here before us, and around us and all over what we can see through Webb telescope, you're like, wow, divine mind with divine ideas is divinely expressing. And the beautiful thing, what's so cool about us being humans, is we are co-creators with that divine mind. We have minds that have ideas and express. Sometimes the stuff that comes up in our minds that we express is like, what are we thinking? But if we can align our minds, and this is what we do with spiritual practice, we align our mind to divine mind so that what ideas that we have are aligned with divine ideas, so that we have the ability to have our own ideas, our human ideas, that we're in connection and harmonized with divine ideas. Then what we express is the divine ideas expressing, and we get to co-create with the divine. We can be the Christ essence, that's our true self, our real self, our sublime self, our lucid self that comes alive and connects with these divine ideas, then can express divinely. And this is divine order as well. Divine order. We first involute, it's involution. Then we get the ideas. This is involution. And then we express them in the material world in evolution. And this is the process. So what do we want to do for involution? We want to have these divine ideas connected and resonating with the divine mind, which takes what? Spiritual practices. So if we want to really express in the world, and by the way, it works the other way around. If you wonder, what am I thinking? Look what you're expressing. Look what we're doing. And sometimes I do things and go, what was I thinking? Well, that's the right question. When we do things in life, what was I thinking? Right. What are you thinking? What am I thinking? And thinking which is aligned to my feelings and then my beliefs and sometimes even gets hardened and calcified into dogma. Ugh. We want to break that down. We want to stay malleable and flexible because divine ideas, this involution, evolution is this God that's constantly surprising, that's just creating a novel in new ways. We never want to get rigid. We want to stay open so that this download of divine ideas that are surprising and amazing can touch us into from the divine mind into our ideas to which we express. And what I loved about every one of you that spoke, thank you for doing that, and everything that goes up on this wall is just another little example of how this divine energy through our minds is asking to be expressed. Let's ask. Let's challenge each other. Let's throw out ideas. Let's see what's possible. And we can do that. And it's not only my mind, my ideas expression, it's the our mind, because organizations have an organizational mind, if you will. And we can think together and find synergies and opportunities that we just don't see as individuals. So this is our ask. We talk together, we resonate together, we build community, we stand and say, hey, and let's share ideas. What's possible? And maybe we don't do everything this year, but what's possible now? And let's stay open. What can come out of Unity of Bellingham to be the blessing that we know it is? And for every person that said, and I can share the same story, and I bet every one of you that said, the first time I came into Unity and this happened, I went, wow, I'm here, I'm home. This is it, finally. Oh, thank you, God. I resonate with this. And let's make that available to all. There's other people who want to be here. They don't know it, but they want to be here. And there's people that might need to be here just so they can learn something to go somewhere else. Let's help them get there. The point is, let's help people get to where they can find their home for spiritual growth. I think for many people, it's here. And for some people, they're just wired different. They want to go there. I'll help them get there. Let's make sure people are resonating with what their good is and what God's calling them to. And not prejudge what we think that should be. Because I don't know. All I know is we're creating a home for those like-minded people who are resonating with that energy, for whom unity is the place to be. And it's a great place. We're going to have a lot of guests this afternoon. Let's be, as our T-shirts say. Have you guys seen the T-shirts? Stand up for a second, Russ. Would you mind standing up for 1 second? Here's what it says on the back. I choose love. Let's be the love that, see on the camera? I choose love. Which is always kind of, many people said we should put parentheses at the back, usually. Sometimes, unless you cut me off in traffic. You're like, do I want to wear that shirt today? But we're going to wear them today. So let's choose love. We've done our spiritual practice. We've prayed. We're here. And let's go. We've done our inner work. Let's go be the presence of the divine to the world, starting with whatever guest we have show up at our party this afternoon. And let's have some fun, okay? We could do this. Okay, amen.
Boy, thank you. So for those of you who didn't know, I didn't always have gray hair, did I? Oh my goodness. The ushers have come forward, so if you'll take your love offering in your hand, hold it to your heart. And if you've given online or are giving online, please hold that thought in mind. Affirm quietly to yourself, I give freely and joyfully, for God is my source, and I have abundance in all areas of my life. Let's say our offertory blessing together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
Are we on?
You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings. And with every step you take, bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is found in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. worry when or where or how. You don't have to know right now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while. Sometimes deepest answers come when you're out there having fun. So close your eyes, take a breath, and smile. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
Good song. And so we bless these gifts. We have so much gratitude for all the generosity of this community. We bless them for the ministries and missions of Unity of Bellingham, for Unity worldwide, and for peace in our planet. Amen. We're going to do amazing things. A few announcements. Well, let me see. We have some announcements. First off, for anyone who volunteered, what we're going to do is right after service, we want to be sure you get your cake. Yes, we have cake because it is our 60th. And then come up front, and Janae will be here, and we'll quickly get organized at who's going to go where and what's happening. And a lot of people know where they're going to be, and some people are looking for the spot they want to be at from 12 to 3 to volunteer. So hang out right after, and we'll do that. LM is our chaplain today, and she'll be meeting. Here's LM back here, and she'll be meeting in this room up here. And even though I know we're getting ready, right around the corner, we're getting ready to go out and volunteer, and there's a big party. If you've ever taken advantage, or you have anything that's sort of on your heart, and you just, it can be a minute, it can be a few minutes, and you just want to go and get a word of prayer. It is so powerful and so comforting and so amazing, and sometimes actually very transformative. And it just takes popping in and sharing with another person, and LM is one of our trained chaplains. So please feel free to take advantage of that service. And she'll be right up here outside the door, and if the door's shut, she's in there with somebody, and just wait, and then you can take your turn, okay? It's a great thing. And then a note that on September 21st, we mentioned climate change. The city of Bellingham has a week. It's called All In for Climate. And what they've asked for is businesses, nonprofits, for-profits, whatever, if they want to do something that week, that in some way is a process for encouraging us to have a healthy climate, and they can do it. And so there's going to be activities all throughout the week in all sorts of places, including here. And so we're having a talk on, it's a lady, her name's Diane Sue, and she teamed up with a woman named Linda, who I met at the Sacred Earth Fair, who now asked if I would be part of it. So the three of us are going to do a piece, a facilitated discussion, and it's going to be based on a book that Diane Sue wrote about a woman who was a Holocaust survivor. And so it's all about what we learn about resiliency in difficult times, and also just a fairy imagination for what's possible in the future based on what we're seeing in the Davis Webb Telescope, and just really seeing, wow, what's possible? What can we do? And just having our imaginations awakened for the possibilities of transformation for our Earth. So that's going to happen September 21st. It's a Wednesday night. I think we're going to try to do it outside. We might have a little music, maybe put some of those outdoor lights, and have a nice thing as part of the City of Bellingham's All In for Climate Week, and Unity is going to be doing that. So I think that's it. So again, we'll wrap up, and then if you're going to volunteer, grab some cake, and then come forward and get your assignment, because people are going to be showing up in an hour. So anyhow, there it is.
Okay. We have one more new song for you, so please stand. We will sing the chorus through once. There's also words inside your flyers. It's called Go Out and Shine. So we'll sing the chorus through once, and then you come in on the second chorus, and we'll sing through the song. Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Okay, join us. Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Step out and take a chance. Walk the talk, join the dance. Relax, enjoy the ride. Let kindness be your guide. You gotta go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. One voice, one hand, one heart. Wanna change, make a start. We're one big family. What's good for you is good for me. You gotta go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Tag it. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine.
Oh, thank you so much. And now we're coming to the end of our service. We want to thank everybody for being here. Those of you at home, thank you so much for tuning in. And we're going to now say our prayer of protection. And we do want to include everyone, everywhere. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you. And let's stay in our places and sing together our I Choose Love.
Can we?
If you're comfortable
Circle up.
holding hands, go ahead and make a circle.
You can give me two of these, Marcia. I got one.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. One tie that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are all part of each other. We are one. One choice unites us. Let this be the one.